What you think of this reboot?
Okay, so in the beginning, I was like, bruh, this low-key trash. But then it started to, like, warm up on me. I thought at first I was like, bruh, like it's not really like the dialogue wasn't really like intriguing me or anything like that. Like it was kind of slow paced, but then it did start to get better. I think towards the second half of the first episode was when it really started to get better.
Did you only watch the first 2 episodes?
Yeah, that's the only 2 I watched.
I actually watched the whole season.
Oh,
yeah, because I had to.
Crackers.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Going above and beyond.
No, because you know why? I get what you're saying. Because after the first 2 episodes, I still didn't get what the show was about.
Right? Yeah. Right.
So I had to keep watching it. But I didn't want to give up on it because, you know, I just love Saved by the Bell and I wanted to see what they were going to do with this brand new cast and some old friends also as well. So this new reboot, so the first season follows, you know, students at Bayside High in Los Angeles, California, and Zach Morris is now the governor of California. And he defunded tons of schools, which means that teenagers from Douglas High have moved to Bayside High. And then the narrative conflict stems from overprivileged demeanors of students like Mac Morris and Lexi and how they interact with incoming Douglas youths such as Daisy Jimenez and Aisha Garcia and Devontae Young.
Yeah.
So the main cast for Saved by the Bell season 1 includes, you know, people like Mario Lopez, who was AC Slater back in the day. He's still Slater in this one. And then Elizabeth Berkley Lauren, who was Jesse Spano back in the OG. So we still have the OG squad. So we have Zach, we have Tiffany, we have Slater, we have Jesse in here also as well. Screech, there's an Easter egg that talks about what happened to Screech. Keep an eye out for that. I believe it's the homecoming episode.
I like me some Easter eggs.
That drops those Easter eggs, and you guys will figure out what happened to Screech and how he's doing. Lisa, you also actually find out what happens to Lisa in that same episode, actually. It's 10 episodes, you know, 30 minutes each episode. It's honestly, it's a quick binge. It's just, I don't know if I've fallen in love with the characters in the beginning as much as I did towards the end.
Okay. I think I disagree.
To me, because I actually watched the whole, the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like for me, I'd say I really started to like the Valente in the first 2 right away. I feel like got a decent vibe off of him, bro.
Okay.
He was just to himself, man, you know? Wasn't taking nothing from Mario. Was there any type of romance?
Yeah, there's a little love triangle going on. I'm just going to say there's a love triangle going on with Jamie, with Aisha, which you kind of, I mean, Aisha and Lexi both meant like how hot Jamie was. So, like, you kind of...
Oh, is them 3?
Yeah, so it's Aisha, Jamie, and Lexi. There's a little bit of a love triangle going on there. And it formulates more towards the end of the season.
We don't have any information about a season 2, right?
We don't, it's too soon.
Yeah, so pretty much this show is going to be canceled.
Well, we don't know yet, because when it ended, after trying to stop the students from leaving Bayside High, because, you know, something happens with the funding there. And so then, like, when that issue is resolved, I don't want to say too much, because I don't want to spoil the rest of the season for you, is that it ended with Mac pulling up his phone, and he's like, coronavirus, what is that? And then he slips his phone back in his pocket.
Oh, my God.
I think season 2 is going to actually deal with COVID-19.
Okay, I actually love that, bro.
Yeah, and the way he said, he's like, what is that?
Dude, they gotta have masks on.
And then they go and they all order milkshakes at the end.
I would love that if they focus on that. Like, that means they would have to have masks on.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that.
And the way that they have to deal with school.
Yeah.
Because, like, some schools did go back in session and some schools didn't, and they had to go back to Zoom. Or they did, and then now the back in school Zoom, flip and flop. Yeah. So it'll be really interesting to see, like, how this would go. But it's doing great. I think it's like 77% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's really good.
Yeah, so, I mean, it has a tomato score, so I have no doubt that it'll probably get renewed for a second season. There is stuff that I didn't like about it. One thing, the theme song. Did not like it.
Oh, really?
I did not like the theme song. I like the OG theme song. I was like, who is this on this track? I looked it up, but it was Lil Yachty.
Oh, yeah. This sound like Lil Yachty.
Yeah, but I did not like that version of that song. I like the old version because it's just, I don't know. It brings the fans from back then into, like, this new world.
I agree with that take. This is an incredible analysis of Saved by the Bell.